hardly believe it. I mean, the flames coming out the window and the roof collapsed. It was devastating.
To see it now gone it just tugs at my heart.
More than a century-old landmark of Utah history succumbs to flames.
I expect Provo's going to actually have to go through a grieving process. This building is part of our fabric.
5 years ago, days before Christmas, an accidental fire in the middle of the night all but devoured the Provo Tabernacle. Its outer walls still standing, barely. And for tearful witnesses to the blaze, finding it so very difficult to watch.
My daughter just broke down and cried when she found out.
A mountain of smoldering ash on the inside of an aging brick facade. What would become of such an historic treasure so closely tied to the pioneer heritage of Utah?
After careful study, we've decided to rebuild it with full preservation and restoration of the exterior to become the second temple of the church in the city of Provo.
In the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, saving what was thought to be lost has enormous significance. And for the past 5 years, this project to reclaim the former tabernacle has taken it far beyond its former self.
When the storms of life swirl around us, we still build temples. And we're going to build one in the heart of Provo, Utah. And I love the symbolism of that.
Built in 1885, the Provo Tabernacle was designed by celebrated church architect William Harrison Folsom. This grand Victorian Gothic building of Folsom's design was the location of special church events, at times general conference, and even hosted visiting U.S. presidents like William Howard Taft.
It sends a clear message that the church, especially the First Presidency, respect the work of those that have gone on before them. Architects who put together a project that served as the gem of Utah County for years and years and years.
We stabilized the existing masonry by taking the inside 2 rows of brick. There are 5 rows of brick in the wall of the tabernacle. We took the inside 2 rows of brick out, and we put some helical ties in to tie the remaining 3 rows together, and then built a concrete wall on the inside to hold the tabernacle together. That gives it a better strength for lateral resistance.
One of the things after it was on stilts, or while we were doing that, we were concerned about the water table, because the water table was only like 15 feet down, and we went 40 feet down. And so basically the temple is like a boat or a bathtub with waterproofing, multiple layers of waterproofing.
If we would have lost a full wall, it would have changed the perspective of everything, but we didn't. It was absolutely critical to the success of keeping those walls intact. It allowed us a base that we could work from.
And what has been renewed today is a breathtaking array of 19th century inspired design, inside and out. The arc of painstaking gold leaf applications from the ceiling rooms to the angel Moroni that sits atop the restored center spire. A celestial room inspired by their faithful past, and the repeating staircase that leads up to it, built in part by special craftsmen practicing their trade for generations in Utah.
I'm really blessed that I can finish this up. I'll get to install these stair treads in this building, which my great-grandfather done on the Manti. His was all built out of wood, mine steel. He was a much better tradesman than I think I was.
We took our time to really understand this building. We took almost 6 months documenting every aspect of this building. and all these other details so that the story and the heritage and the significance of this building wouldn't just be lost completely.
There's a lot of good photos that we studied to see what was this like. You know, the tower was lost in 1917. That's almost 100 years ago. And to be able to put it back, we had to go from the photos to make sure that the tower that we built was the same size as the tower that they built.
Even so, the inspired finish work is a sight to behold and evident nearly everywhere you look. The transformation of the baptistry on the lower floor of the temple, all the way up to the restored turrets that now reveal what has been covered for a century, the original windows, each one unique to its own measurement and space, and the restoration of the original tower in the center of it all.
I love the art glass. It's just beautiful. The colors in the temple, the furniture, and as you see there, you feel like it's not just a new temple. There's a lot to the faith that testifies of the faith of those people who have worshipped in the old tabernacle.
There were a lot of competing voices, but we kept coming back to what would they have done if then they were doing what we're doing now.
Those that are on the other side are happy with what this has become. You take a temple from the ashes and you deliver a beautiful temple like this. It's a marvelous feat.